So what's up guys, and welcome to Ívar's fly workshop. Today we will be tying a fly that is definitely inspired by this master splinter mouse patterns that's been around for some time. I'm using an Ahrex light stinger number 6 NS122 for the hook. It's a relatively small hook for this this fly. The idea with this fly is basically a mouse pattern, a juvenile mouse that is fighting for its life in the water, helpless. I'm using a Semperfli 110 in black. You can choose a color you like, of course. I don't have the pink color at the moment, but you'll use a black color for this pattern. And this is like it's like a mouse pattern fly, and for the tail I'll be using this foam from Semperfli. That is Zap-A-Gap Double Decker foam, which has nitrogen in it for the better buoyancy of the fly. So basically the main idea with the fly is it should be like a mouse pattern of a small juvenile mouse that is floating on the water, absolutely helpless, and it's like an easy piece for a hungry trout to catch. I will cut this, cut the tail like this. Here is the double decker foam from Semperfli. Of course, you can use the foam you have, but I found the buoyancy in this foam from Semperfli is sensational. It really matters. For the tail length of the fly, I will be using about the shank length. You can use a shorter tail if you like. And we'll tie that tightly, wrap it tightly down to the hook. And I have tried this fly. I've caught a fish on it, but I've not caught like hundreds of them. And we'll snip this away, this end right here. The fly always lands on the right thing, on the right side, and we will be using for the body like a pearl chenille pink from Semperfli, and that is to have the body like we'll make it a pink color with some shiny effects on it. You could technically make the body out of foam if you like. It just depends on what you like. But of course, I'm making a little mistake here. We have to rewind this because the body itself, it's like I don't know, 1.5 centimeter or something. The width of the foam I'm using for the body, it depends on your preferences as well, and of course the hook size, how much space is there on the hook for the width of the foam. But I found like a centimeter, a little bit more, maybe 13, 14 millimeters is something to work with, and we'll tie that down first and make the body out of that, and then the chenille will be wrapped around this body, and it already has some buoyancy in it. And what I found out fishing this fly is that it will not go under the water film unless you really pull it under. That is what I like about this pattern. And we'll take like touching wraps with the Chenille, but I'm using a Sililegs in pink and actually like a glow in the dark. So I take 2 strands of them and I tie like a knot on them, so that's the joints of the small mouse legs, basically. This fly was like, I thought about it to use it for a browntrout, as an easy piece of a meat for brown trout. And I prepped another leg here, and we'll trim them down, of course, to make them a bit shorter when we finish the fly. But you'll tie them in right here before we tie in the chenille and make the actual body of the fly. And you can use black or red or some colors for the legs, white even. But since I have a pink colored Sililegs, we will use a pink one. The ends we will just snip away like this. And what I thought about this fly would be to fish it basically in the twilight zone, right before dark, because the mouse patterns has been really successful at that time. I'm quite short on it right here with the chenille, but it's gonna slide. And also we need this space in between the where I end with the thread. You'll need the space behind the hook eye to form the head of the fly. And this mouse has front legs as well, so you'll just use these Sililegs again, and the same thing on the other side. They will, of course, not be like a perfect legs, but it's like good enough to imitate something and give it give the fly a little bit more motion in the water. And we'll have to build up like a little thread base, because we need to both like first you have to put in the legs, tie them down, and then we'll form the head of the fly. So it's not my invention at all. This is basically like a small splinter, pink splinter mouse, like a juvenile, little 3 or 4 centimeters long. And I did my research on that to see how the newborn mice are, and 3 or 4 centimeters was the conclusion. So like 1.5 inch, maybe something like that, the length of the whole thing. And I have fished this in the twilight zone, and I have actually caught a fish on this pattern on a sinking line. People would be very surprised using a floating fly that actually floats on a sinking line, but when you fish it on a sinking line, the line keeps to go down, and you pull the fly and it gets up to the surface, not down, because it's a floating one. So it's like a reverse version of fishing like a weighted fly on a floating line. It's an interesting tactic. So now we prep the body, and the head is the only part of the fly that's left. And we'll make like just like us on the splinter mouse, we'll make like a head right here. Now it comes in very handy to have 110-year thread. You have to have a strong thread for this these types of flies. You need to have a thread that really holds something. And you'll make the head just like on a splinter mouse. And I'm not gonna draw anything on it. You can actually leave the back of the mouse like this, and this, for the trout, looks like a pretty good chunk of a pretty good piece of food. And fishing it with a sinking line, so it fishes a little bit below the surface, has given me good results. Not only with this fly, but other foam patterns like red and green beetles, and something yellowish as well. And this is something I will be trying again, fishing for the highland trouts here in Iceland next season, definitely. So the only thing left is to whip finish, and the fly is ready. It's like a pretty little mouse here we have. And of course, Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Follow the channel, and share the video if you like. If you'd like me to make more content like this, let me know in the comments down below. Now we shorten the legs. That's how the fly looks. About, mouse-ish. Some sort of a, silly looking mouse, but it will deliver fish. And I recommend to try to fish it with a sinking line or a sinking tip. It's lots of fun. But until next video, thank you. I will see you in the next one.